little bit, but I've been doing a lot in the garden. A few days ago, I mustered up the courage to make a few flower arrangements, go out and harvest in the garden. I had a lot of things blooming that were very pretty. My lilies are blooming, my stargazer lilies, and those are just gorgeous. Like, I needed to make an arrangement with that. I couldn't just let it go to waste. Like, unfortunately, I let a lot of my flowers this year go to waste. So I put a few arrangements together and I went to a local grocer. It's a very small scale, very eco-friendly, sustainability focused little store. So I figured maybe this would be a great place to go and maybe be able to sell some of my bouquets. I was super proud of the arrangements that I made. Here's some footage from that morning. Good morning. I'm in a rush this morning. I am glad to be in a rush, honestly. I just picked a bunch of flowers from the garden and I'm gonna start arranging them to hopefully bring to Blue Market AK. It's a local eco-friendly grocer here in Anchorage, Alaska, to sell. I'm so excited. I brought another 2 bouquets earlier this week and just sort of dropped in out of the blue, hoping that they would let me keep my flower bouquets there to sell, like, on commission. And they were totally down for it. And it was super nerve-wracking of me to go in and try that, but I'm so happy I did. Now I'm gonna bring them a few more bouquets, maybe 2 or 3 more. I went there, I think, on Tuesday, and now it's Thursday. I went there on Tuesday with 2 bouquets, now it's Thursday. I'm hoping the other 2 bouquets sold, but if not, then I have another, like, bucket just to update the display a little bit. It was very haphazard when I brought them last time. I'll show you a picture. Like, the vase wasn't a great height. The flowers, they were wrapped in, like, parchment paper because I didn't have anything else. I thought I had brown paper. Anyway, now I'm a bit more prepared. I bought all my supplies that I need and I am just gonna hurry up and get this done because I've got a bunch more chores to do today. So that is happening. Yesterday I also had like a list of chores that I wanted to do and get done. I got through a bunch of it, but after a couple of hours in that hoop house and just like going back and forth, I was weeding a lot, which I didn't get on camera, but it was like carrying big bundles of weeds because I let it kind of take over into the compost, going back and forth and doing that. I just got so exhausted. It's so hot in the hoop house and humid, so I was sweating a lot. I don't know. So when I came in for a little break, I ate, had something to eat, I drank, and I kind of got very sleepy. I took a nap and didn't get that much done afterwards. Anyway, here's me yesterday trying to get through all of my chores. Hello. Today I want to get a bunch of garden chores done. I'm gonna start with pulling out my ranunculus and anemone corms. It's been a while since they've been done. I still have a few blooms coming up, a few anemone blooms, which is a little bit of a surprise. It's really hot here in the hoop house, but mostly they're pretty withered away. I wanted to get this done now while the plants are still kind of intact, where I can still see where the stems and the leaves came out of, because that just gives me an indication of where the corms are. I think it's going to take me a little bit to sort through all of the weeds in here as well, so I'm just going to get started. So the big thing that I got done yesterday was harvesting those corms. I think I got most of the ranunculus and I got a few anemone corms as well, but there were some in the ground that still had like some healthy looking leaves that I thought I would try and keep in there because it's gonna get colder soon. Maybe they would still produce during that colder season. I don't know, I figured I would give it a try, and if they don't, they might still be like storing energy with their green leaves. You know, I didn't want to take them out too early. And I'll know better for next year then how long I can keep them in the ground for. Because to be honest, I kind of stopped caring about the ranunculus and anemone when it got a little bit warmer. And I thought they just went, when my ranunculus started to look kind of yellow and didn't produce, I just kind of ignored it, as I did a lot of things in the garden this year. And I think that maybe the anemone would have like thrived a little bit better if I had kept watering that area, if I had kept weeding, if I had kept deadheading too, because I let a lot of the flowers just kind of stay on there. And you're supposed to deadhead because that will encourage more growth, more blooms. So maybe it would have been a lot more productive if I had taken care of it a little bit better. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, here are the corms that I harvested yesterday that I took from the ground. I brought it inside. I trimmed it a little bit more because it was messy. Then I went and I hosed it down again for a second time, and then I let it dry, and here is how it looks like now. I think I will still go in and give some of the longer, like small roots a little bit of a trim just so it's a little bit more neat for when I take them out next at the end of next winter, the beginning of next spring, and then I'll get them in vermiculite and ready to go. I'm also hoping to catch up on all the other chores that I didn't get done yesterday that I was hoping to. I have some more plants that I want to get planted in the hoop house. I have been removing some of the stock. That's pretty much, they're all gone. I have a few that I think maybe still I can use for like small fillers in arrangements. But now that space is kind of empty and it's really too late to be planting anything. August is like the last month to garden here in Alaska. I'm hoping in the hoop house it can go another month or so. So I am gonna try, and there's a lot of plants that I have that never got into the ground. They're all in containers. Some of them are super root bound, so I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm just gonna see. Because I have the plants, I have the space now, and I have the time, I might as well try. And then I don't know if I'll get to this today just because there is more weeding and deadheading that I should be doing outside as well. I have a bunch of perennials in containers that I never ended up selling at the farmer's market earlier in the spring. So I am thinking of where to plant them out. I have a few spaces that I didn't even use at all this year. And I was thinking I might want to use it for vegetable gardening, but I kind of like all the flowers that I have and making arrangements. So I might just put those perennials in sort of the vegetable garden area. There's a big rhubarb that keeps coming back. I swear I've like dug it up multiple times over like a few years and it's still there. So I don't know, maybe I can drown it with some other perennial flowers. I hope they don't get drowned by the rhubarb. Anyway, I'll think about that. I might not get to that today. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started.